bothers to show.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Some boring work thing.
Yeah, that is boring, putting work before cocktails and us lot.
Oh, by the looks of this wild drinking session, you lot would know.
What are you saying?
That's a good job I'm here to sort you losers out. Heading to the bar now, look.
Ethan, you might want to give the psycho landlady a wide berth.
Why, what's up with her?
I'll get us more drinks and I'll tell you.
Here you go.
And with a smile. Perfect.
If you want service with a smile, then don't bring drugs into my pub.
What did I tell you? Crazy lady.
You're not seriously suggesting Ollie's some kind of drug dealer. He's permanently skint. He's always blagging drinks off us.
I'll find out whose they are. Trust me.
It's very public-spirited of you. And if you don't mind doing one, leaving us alone. Right. Who's up for Sambucas? Seen there's such a big fat laugh around here.
I'll get him in. I'm still like 3 drinks behind you crazy lot, right?
Actually, if everyone can just stay where they are for now, please.
Hey, you're finally here.
You called the cops. Classic.
PC Pierce, on police.
Chaz Dingle, landlady.
Whatever she's been telling you, we're not druggies. Glad to hear it.
Though someone evidently is in possession of substances, and it's my lucky job to find out who it is. Pills you found, where are they?
Put them in the safe.
Celebrating something, are you?
Yeah, Phil Stag. It's been pretty priceless so far. Hey, it's good round here, isn't it?
Need to be somewhere.
No, I'm just cold. Haven't had as many drinks in me as this lot.
I wouldn't say it's cold.
I'm sorry?
Excuse me, I'm cold. You might want to get a few more heaters. Not that we're coming back here again, regardless of...
Perhaps you wouldn't object to me conducting a search of your person. Rule you out first.
What, why?
Yeah, good question. Tell us why you'd be so keen to search me, officer.
Well, as I've already explained, you seem very keen to leave.
Well, I'm not.
All right. You seem a little hostile.
Well, maybe because I'm the only person you've asked to search. I haven't got anything to hide, okay?
Something which a search will quickly confirm.
All right, on what grounds?
Suspected drugs have been found on the premises, and you seem agitated.
Perhaps I'm agitated at your lack of subtlety.
I don't know what you're suggesting, but I intend to search you under the Misuse of Drugs Act 1971.
Why should I expect anything else, right?
Trust me, if you cooperate, this will be sorted quicker. Perhaps we should go inside. It's a bit quieter.
You're not going to find anything. I don't touch drugs.
Just doing my job.
Presumably by ignoring police conduct regulations.
Sorry?
The ones that state officers avoid using all forms of harassment, victimization, or unreasonable discrimination of the public.
Hang on, are you a copper as well?
Lawyer.
Is that so?
Sarah, you right?
Whatever.
What the hell? Nah, those aren't mine. I've never seen them.
Looks like that legal knowledge of yours is going to come in useful.
Is this some kind of wind-up?
I'm arresting you for suspicion of possession of Class A drugs.
No way.
You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you fail to mention when questioned something you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Yeah. I understand perfectly.
Right. Best get you to the station. Get this processed.
They took their time releasing you.
Tell me about it.
Had anything to eat?
Slice of cold toast for breakfast.
Lunch on me then.
Cheers. Thanks for coming.
They arrested you for possession. Of course I was going to be here. Have you been charged?
They have no real evidence.
Thank goodness.
You make it sound like I should be grateful.
So the drugs definitely weren't yours. I'm not judging if they were.
I do not pop pills when I go out drinking with my mates. And more to the point, I don't sell them either.
They accused you of dealing.
Yeah, it certainly crossed their minds.
Hopefully that's the end of it.
If only. They've released me pending further investigation, which is a joke. If I put the drugs in my pocket, then my fingerprints would have been all over them.
And they weren't?
Of course they weren't. I don't go around breaking the law. I'm a solicitor.
So why haven't they dropped the case?
Come on, Dad, why'd you think? Someone around here must know something.
If they do, I'm sure they'll come forward.
You and your faith in humanity. You were in the pub last night. Did you see anyone acting strangely, messing with my jacket?
What are you accusing me of?
Just asking a question. Why are you getting so defensive?
Look, I need to get to school.
No, that's the same guilty look I saw on her face when the police carted me off.
Oh, come on, son.
Hang on. You're his dad.
You know something, don't you?
You need to find the insurance number. There's no way I'm paying for that nicked car out of my own pocket.
Please, just tell me what you know.
Why do you think I can help?
Hang on a minute, mate. I'll call you back. Just keep looking, yeah? Problem, mate?
I'm just looking for some answers.
I don't know what we're talking about.
How come you're still here? You again?
What, you know him?
No, it's the bloke I was telling you about. Been arrested for possession.
Yeah, thanks to her.
I have done nothing wrong.
Then how come you're looking so shifty? Please, just tell me what you know.
Hey, steady on.
Just asking her a question. Can you take my side for once?
Oh, hang on, it's your son.
Well, Sarah might be a lot of things, but she doesn't do drugs.
Then what about those lads she was with? They didn't look too innocent.
What lads? And can you prove any of this?
Not yet.
Right, well, I suggest you back off then. Because for all we know, they are your drugs, and the only reason you're pointing the finger at someone else is because you don't want your dad knowing what you've been up to.
I know my son, and he doesn't use drugs.
Right, yeah, just enjoys terrorising young kids. You, home, now.
Have you got a problem, mate?
I don't know. Hopefully not.
What was that all about?
It's complicated.
Hardly. I'm being set up.
This is my son, Ethan.
Hi, welcome.
Yeah, I don't feel too welcomed. Someone around here's planted drugs on me.
Really? Any idea who?
Got a pretty good idea, but I can't prove anything for certain yet. There's no way I'm letting the police pin this on me.
They won't. They've got no evidence.
So how come they haven't dropped the case?
But why do you think?
Maybe you could have a word on his behalf?
How's she gonna help?
I'm an ex-copper. I can have a word with my mate Mike, if you like, see if he knows anything.
Nah, he'll just close ranks with the rest of them.
Really, he's not like that.
Look, I'd rather handle this myself.
Well, thanks for the offer.
Okay, no problem. Well, you change your mind?
This is a great start to your life around here.
Don't worry about it. We'll both find a way to sort this out.
And they all just stood up for her.
You can't accuse people of planting drugs without evidence.
It's great, so you're assuming she's innocent and all.
I'm not assuming anything. I just feel... How likely is it that you get set up by a teenage girl? What would be your motive?
Well, someone put the drugs in my coat pocket.
Who around here would do that to you?
My guess. They saw the police and they panicked. And who better to take the fall than the only black man? Come on, Dad, you know how this goes.
Yeah. When I was your age, I was always getting searched when I went clubbing. Things haven't changed, sadly.
They have changed. It's just more insidious now. When a bouncer pulls me aside, he picks out one of my white mates as well. That's their way of not discriminating. Make it look random. We had this unconscious bias training day at work. A lot of my colleagues didn't engage, and not because they didn't care, but they thought it didn't apply to them. They weren't racist, so it wasn't their problem. And that's what gets me in the end. You know, when things like yesterday happen, we're on our own, aren't we?
You've done nothing wrong. We both know that.
We do, yeah. But we can't prove my innocence. What's it gonna do to my career? I don't know what's worse. That police officer targeting me, or everyone letting me take the fall.
It's one family. It's not everyone. And they've got to accept some tough facts about Sarah first.
It's never gonna happen. Don't be so naive.
Ah, Ethan.
And you got a job here. These are your people. You sure about that, Dad? Because in your shoes, I'd be having a really good read of my contract.
I don't regret anything. But I'm really sorry that this has been your first impression of the place.
I've been so careful. All through uni, I walked away from trouble, not got involved. Protecting my future, like you told me. And I had it. I had it, the job I always wanted. I was doing so well, getting a name for myself. And I knew. The minute that officer cuffed me, I knew it was gone.
You mustn't give up. We'll find a way to work through this, I promise. He's got so much anger inside.
Well, so would I if I'd been falsely accused of something.
How well do you know this family? I mean, you're obviously close to Marlon.
Well, they've got a few rough edges, but, you know, Sarah wouldn't plant drugs on anyone, and certainly not because of the colour of their skin.
I think he'll need some convincing. Hey, this is a nice surprise.
Yeah, thought I'd try to find some evidence, seeing as no one else is going to. Sorry, you must be Brona, right?
Yeah, hi. Your dad told me what happened.
Have you just been back to the pub?
Yeah, they're still saying nothing. And they haven't even got CCTV. Not that they're admitting to it anyway.
Come and have a coffee with us.
Nah, I can do without the looks I get in there. It was nice to meet you.
See what I mean?
You're just going to have to hope the police drop it.
I don't think that'll be enough for him.
Listen, the Dingles are all about family loyalty, so even if Sarah was involved, you're not going to catch any of them abitting it.
You wanted to meet?
Yeah. I want to confess. I put the drugs in your jacket. I didn't know it was yours and it had nothing to do with who you are or anything like that. I had them and I needed to get rid of them quick, so I just panicked and chose the nearest place. I'm sorry.
So you finally admit you did it? And you knew?
Not until yesterday.
Yeah, too little, too late.
The police have called. They're coming around later.
But it's all over, isn't it? There's no evidence.
Well, who knows what they'll say? And if they're charging me, my reputation will be wrecked. Don't you see what you've done?
So you'll tell them it was me?
I could lose everything here.
Yeah, and so could she, if you tell them.
Well, she committed a criminal act.
She's not a bad kid, all right? She's made a mistake. She's been in and out of hospital her whole life. Have you got any idea what that's like? Maybe that is why she's making such stupid decisions.
Mum, we can't blame it on that.
But I'm still the one the police want to see.
I promised that this wasn't to do with skin colour.
Or the arrest that you caused was.
She didn't need to confess, all right? But she did because she wanted to do the right thing. Just go easy on her, please. She's a 15-year-old kid. She's messed up.
So, are the police coming?
They closed the case. Lack of evidence. They dropped the charges. I kept you out of it.
Thank you so much, honestly. But why?
I'm not under any suspicion. My job, my future, they're both safe, so... What's to gain from putting your future at risk?
Look, I'm so sorry that I hurt you.
I don't want apologies. That's the thing. I want change. And maybe I'm getting it. A little. That policeman who targeted me, racially profiled me, well, they've taken my complaint seriously and his conduct is being investigated.
Look, I didn't do it because of that, I swear.
And I believe you, but you took your time coming forward and that made things so much worse. Let's try to make something else positive here. You confessed in the end, and that was brave. I can tell there's a decent, honest person in there. What your mum said before about you being ill must have been tough.
Yeah, just being different from everyone else. The whole drugs thing, I was just trying to fit in.
It's not the way. Drugs, they mess people up, wreck lives.
Yeah, I know.
In my job, I've seen too many messed up kids turn into messed up adults. You need to make yours a good life, Sarah.